Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Batman Arkham Asylum for the PlayStation 3. We have finally begun to develop an antidote for the Titan. Unfortunately, we couldn't make very much of it, and now Poison Ivy has destroyed the Batcave. And that is really loud, so I'm just going to turn the volume down a bit. There we go. But only now did Batman get the idea to maybe upgrade the Batclaw bit into the Ultra Batclaw, which somehow fits in his utility belt, but Arkham City brings us the remote electrical claw, which is like 3 times the size, so I won't judge it here. And now we are at the first and only time in the game where we have to fully utilize the gliding mechanic. I don't know why they decided to only bring it in now. It's the only time where it's ever mandatory, and somehow, some way, there are Riddler trophies here too. How did Riddler get trophies out here? I mean, the interview tapes, we know that he managed to escape prior to this, and he was aware of Joker's plan, and it's like Arkham City does prove he has hired help even if they work for somebody else. I mean, why wouldn't you? Double the pay. But it's like, how did they get this here? How did they do that? Like, do they have jetpacks or something? Nobody else has Batman's cape. His cape that is really tearing apart and probably shouldn't really be allowing him to glide anymore. Look at this thing. It gets more and more destroyed, I swear, with each subsequent game. Like in Arkham City, it's really destroyed. In Arkham Origins, it's really destroyed. Arkham Knight, I don't actually know because I never really wore the default suits. Still gutted I didn't have the Adam West costume though. I don't know why my copy didn't have the code for it, but oh well. Much as I wish that I could be, otherwise I would play the entire game in the Adam West suit. I've never watched 60s Batman. Well, that's not true. I've never watched the show. I've watched the film. I went about this the wrong way, but still, I made it. Wouldn't really be until Arkham City that we start getting a lot more into the gliding mechanics. We can't dive and go back up. We can't grapple whilst we're gliding. Arkham City really did improve on the gliding. Like I keep saying that, Arkham City, it really did improve in just about every way when it comes to the gameplay. It's the lack of focus is the reason why I prefer Asylum. Because I find Asylum has the better story. City is just trying to cram in as many different Batman villains as possible. Just as a way, and it really all it does is just pad out the story. And yeah, and then when it comes to the side quests, well, there's only one side quest in Arkham Asylum, and its version in Arkham City is horrible. All 440 Riddler stuff. And that's without the fact that you, technically, it's more like 500 and something if you count all of the individual things you have to break. So this is the purpose of the Ultra Batclaw. It allows us to pull down these walls and ceilings. If Batman was standing directly underneath that, he would be perfectly fine. The debris is non-existent when it comes to Batman. It's like the explosive gel. It will hurt the mooks, but it will not hurt the Batman. Yeah, these guys are still here from when we knocked them out the first time. Usually they disappear by this point. But now there are plants roaming around.
Batman, I've been running a simulation on the damage Ivy's plants.
Can't get back into Killer Croc's lair. Why would you want to? Really? Unfortunately, it also means that I can't get a certain trophy. There's like one trophy back there that requires the Ultra Batclaw, but because of those plants, it prevents me from getting it. And it becomes the only trophy in the caves that you can't get until post-game. It's really annoying. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you prevent me from getting one individual cage?
Oracle, we've got another problem.
What now? Two-Face? Riddler? Some kind of giant Joker robot?
Unfortunately, nothing that simple. I'm at the main sewer junction, and it appears to be polluted with Titan. Why? What's he doing now?
I'll look into it.
Okay, so now Joker is pumping the remainder of the toxins into the Gotham River. We must stop him. Don't worry, we are not under any sort of time limit whatsoever. Still got plenty of these things though, and I still hate the way it goes all over the camera. As soon as I remember which Riddler trophies I got. Now, I'm pretty sure that that tower is defying the laws of physics. I could be wrong, but it looks like it's defying the laws of physics.
No, but go ahead.
Look at this stuff.
Pumping all the waste product from the Titan process into that chamber.
I think this is where I missed one of the Riddler trophies.
Once it's full, it releases the water.
But I finally get this one.
Normally, it's safe.
Yay! It was painful ignoring this thing when I had to replay the game twice. When I knew that this was the one I missed. This one usually does take me forever to find. When I forget that it's there. There we go. What I didn't remember is that there was also a Riddler trophy in addition to the question mark. I mean, come on, I don't remember where every trophy is. I know there's one in the Arkham Mansion that I could have gotten when I first visited. But I completely forgot about it. Well, no, I think it's a Chronicle of Arkham, I think is what it is. So now that we have the line launcher, we can come over here and nearly fall down because I let go too early. Quite easily, Riddler. It was right there. All I needed was a line launcher. You forget who this is. Batman has a vast array of gadgets, don't you know? Right, let's get our last health upgrade. Still looks like somebody's put a load of ants in his underwear. And the health bar does look like there's room for one more bit of health.
Directly above you.
I'll shut them all down.
What will happen if this Titan
Yeah, so in this part, this part's pretty much dedicated to just taking out all of the Titan production plants and everything. Well, we've taken out the production plant in the Botanical Gardens. We just got to stop it from being pumped into the Gotham River. Meanwhile, we got a load of mooks up here that we get to listen to. As soon as now, what should I do first? Do I remember where that riddle is, or do I take care of these guys first? 'Cause I mean, I do tend to look at the map a lot just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So let's see what I do. I mean, checking the map would be the one that makes the most sense. No, it looks like I go after these guys first. So pull the wall down, it will attract their attention, and then one of my favourite parts in the game. Pull that down, they'll come up. And I love doing this. Get your ultra back claw ready. It's the only time we ever get to do this, sadly. Grab them. Whee! Don't worry, there's no chance of him falling off the edge. What there is a chance of, though, is for this to happen. Ah, these ragdoll physics. So messed up. Oh yeah, that's why I couldn't look at the map. Because it's up there. Yeah, also with the Ultra Backclaw, you can now pull off vents without having to keep repeatedly pressing the X button, or whatever it is on the 360 controller. There's the one I'm missing. As soon as it stops highlighting those. Where are you? As soon as I let it do this, it's really annoying. The map will keep doing that. I probably should have edited this out. I forgot about this. Oh, Batman! And he still fell down. How did that happen? Weirdly, instead of taking me back to the beginning, it takes me back to the top. That made no sense whatsoever. So, hang on. Batman can't grapple in order to just get up here fast, but he can grapple to save himself. Well, how does that work? Why does the... It's a selective grapple, don't you know? But no, Batman just likes a challenge. That's all it is. That's the main reason. Where's that trophy? Not the direction I'm going. think I stumbled upon it by accident. Oh no, there it is. There you are. That didn't look right, but anyway, whatever. I'll take whatever's the best course of action to get up there. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I ignored this because I thought I already had the trophy there. So I thought I didn't have to use it. Let's make our way back up. Where's the line launcher? There we go. Is it the plants? Surely you can attach the line launcher to the plants. Unless I don't like it, in which case I'll chuck it away. So what was the purpose of this old tunnel? There's a lot of massive gears over there. So what was the initial purpose of this tunnel? What did it have to do with Arkham Island? Because I'm guessing Arkham Island was something else before it became an asylum? It's like, which was built first, the asylum or the mansion? I don't know if this is ever established in a comic book, but I don't think it's ever mentioned here. Not that I know of, anyway. I could be wrong. Right, let's go.
Patient interview, Valen Jones. Progress has been slow. What happened back in that house?
Just business.
Business? What kind of business practices result in a house full of mutilated corpses?
I don't like having my time wasted. Someone doesn't pay. They need a lesson. They owed me.
So you killed them, tore up their bodies. The police never found all the pieces.
They should have looked in the sewers.
Are you saying you hid them there?
After a while. Usually takes about 8 hours. Time to go, Brock. Get him.
Disgusting. Seriously, she had like no emotion there. What kind of business practice leaves behind mutilated corpses? Right, so one of them's got a gun, so you best either use the Batarang or use the Ultra Batclaw. Weirdly, the Ultra Batclaw disappears after this, even though it's a mandatory upgrade that you can't avoid. It's not in Arkham City, we're back to the normal Batclaw. I don't know why. And your quick-fire Ultra Batclaw can also grab... I think it can grab multiple enemies. I honestly don't remember. I don't think I ever use it again. If I do, I don't end up using... Well, no, I don't think I do. I use the other stuff. But I don't think I really remember to use the Ultra Batclaw. Head up here, grab ourselves a trophy. Joker teeth are pretty much given to you here. I mean, they often are.
Then what?
He held him upside down and beat the crap out of him. The guy was the best. Did he pay up? Nah, he let him on the track.
What? You let him get away with it?
Do I look like an idiot? When I found out he had no cash, I cut out his kidneys, his liver, a few other bits I don't know the name of, and sold them on the street. Some rich guy's probably walking around with them in him as we speak.
And people just buy stuff like that? There's always a buyer out there, whatever you're selling.
Nice story. Got any others? Do we get back to looking after this place?
Yeah, whatever. He asked, I told him.
Patient interview. Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc. Last night, the patient was pacified after a breakout attempt. Gardarin Cash is in hospital. Reports state that the patient attacked Cash and in the struggle consumed his left hand. Cash is lucky to be alive. He lost a lot of blood.
Me too. I nearly choked on that bony hand of his.
That's disgusting. He could have died.
He's just food to me. And once I get a taste, I want the rest of the meal. You know what I mean.
Get him out of here. Now.
Got your scent too, lady. I'll see you around. Tick tock, tick tock.
I think that's a reference to Peter Pan. Maybe? I'm not sure. Right. This fight kicks my ass. It's because there's one guy here with a gun. I didn't notice until he already started shooting me. And just the fact that I'm terrible at timing these counters. There goes half my health. There goes more than half my health. It's a good thing I had fully upgraded health. You also can't catch thrown objects, not until Arkham City, sadly. I think I said this in the last part. Every now and then you are able to get away from their attacks. And if you can get the right timing, it is possible to punch them and they'll punch you at the same time. But they'll be the one that takes damage. I'm not sure if it's possible, like that. I'm not sure if it's possible for you to both take damage or not. I don't know what happens here. What? What happened? What just happened there? So this part didn't really go around jumping too much until here. This is where it really started. Get this out. And there we go. It was quite a big freeze, that one. Not the biggest in this part either. It all decided to happen in like the last 7 minutes.
Great. Only 2
Right,
more
one
to
pump
find.
down, 2 to go. And luckily the other one is right next to it. Let's suppose instead of stopping the pumps, this instead made it impossible for them to keep going. Impossible to stop them.
That's the second pump shot.
Don't know if that's possible, but what if that did happen? It's a good thing Batman knows what happens when he blows up these things. Why does everything explode when he hacks it? At least in this game, that's how it works. It doesn't tend to happen in Arkham City, I don't think. I'm suspicious. I think there's going to be something going on over there. I missed. And let's go through here. Right. More difficult one this time, and I completely forgot. This is how close I get. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! How did... I am amazed he did not see me. So amazed I turned into Tigger. Right, no explosives this time. I want to say this is also... I think this is also our last stealth section. And it can potentially be one of the hardest. Kind of does depend on what the AI wants to do, but I didn't have too much of a hard time here. This is also where the video really liked to keep cutting around. So let's apply some explosive gel. You can do it here, you can do it below. I think I do it below. Unfortunately, it takes a while for any of the mooks to start getting close enough. Got a lot of ventilation great things to get rid of, and these will act as your escape route. There are 2 mooks in particular though that unless they're the last 2 you ever take out, maybe I'm wrong because they're never the last 2 I take out, but they never move. They're always up in the control room. Again, if they're the last 2, I don't know what happens. So that was the big cut. That's where everything froze for like 3 seconds. Again, it's gonna just be in the rest of the LP. I'm hoping Sonic Colors I'll be able to sort it out. I don't know. It turns out this guy is actually close enough, just the one further back. There we go. Why Batman's immune to it, I don't know. But yeah, I think once you've alerted them, a second guy will always go up to the control room. But yeah, that's 2 mooks down already. And then they'll go over to investigate, which means you can come down here. Open up this grate. If the mooks see you go into the grate, they will go over to the grate and shoot you. And I think later on, I don't know if it's... I can't remember if it was Arkham City that started it, or if it was one of the other ones. If they see you go into the grate, they will chuck grenades into it. That is always satisfying to do, as is this. Once they're unconscious, lay the body with explosive gel. Unfortunately, I was a bit worried that I may have sent him over, that I may have sprayed the wrong mook, but thankfully they do go over to that one. Even better, another one goes down. He decided not to. And weirdly, he decides not to come over and investigate. Unfortunately, this is me, which can only mean one thing. I have to mess it up. After not being seen, after avoiding the... after not being seen at all, this is where I get spotted and I very nearly die. Unbelievable. Actually, no, that's very believable for me. Yeah. Didn't take damage from any of that, and that's where I nearly died. Right, so we need 3 things this time. By the way, the stealth section and the combat section in the previous one, they are optional. If you have the long range amplifier.
That's pump 3 disabled. I'm going to head back up to the surface and track down ID.
Get in touch if you need anything.
Thank you, Oracle. Yeah, if you can work your way past all of the mooks, I don't know if you can still take them out or not, and you'll be able to exit the room, or if it's just that if they see you. But you can do this without actually doing the stealth section. You can also do it. And because if you have the long range amplifier, you don't need to go down and fight all of those mooks in the previous room. He's a knife guy. At least when they're blocking, it does stop their attacks, I guess. I love that scream. Like, ah, Batman! I know that's not what they're doing, but that's what it sounds like. Right. So we have 2 of these walls, and that is clearly going through the rail there. I think one's a trophy and one's a chronicle. I think. Let's see what happens. Is that a chronicle? I can't tell. See, all this looks just as derelict as the other room, but maybe just because they have thick walls I can grapple? I don't know. By the way, when you get to the challenge mode, this is probably the extreme version of this is probably the hardest.
Every day I found the patients more distracting. Their insane mutterings and constant twitching disgusted me. There was only one way to cure this evil. Only one way to purify the city and ensure its future. I needed to prepare myself. I needed to be ready.
I wonder if that has anything to do with something else. Anyway. Get more into that later. We eventually find out what this spirit of Amadeus Arkham is. Alright. I sense a boss fight coming up, so I will see you